What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. We got a little bit of a late start. No biggies. We're still here. Welcome to Unnecessary Roughness. It is a part of the Nonsensical Network. If you're not already, go ahead and give us a follow. We are everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can hang out with us live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, and you can listen to us anyplace, anytime, wherever you listen to podcasts at. Head on over to bio.link/nonsensical network. All them links are there, including a link to our merch. Check that out. Give us a follow, give us a like, and give us a share. We greatly appreciate that. As always, I'm Glick. We got Rick in the building. We're down 2 guys today. Derek is with family. Cam is with family.
I don't have family. Oh, wait.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't even have any friends. What the fuck?
Yeah, right. Me either. But do you have the figure remover there?
Is it loud for you? Because I can hear everything twice because we're watching the same thing.
Huh? I was just going to either turn it down or mute it. There we go.
Are you watching Game Day?
Yeah, I always watch Game Day.
So I've got Game Day on also, and I was hearing everything twice.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was coming from my TV or where it was coming from. So yeah, I actually had to move the. I didn't want to sit out in the sun today, not because I'm hungover or anything like that. I just didn't want the sun in my face. So I've got everything set back up. No, not at all. Actually,
what up, Casey? No. How did before we get into anything? How did last night go? Because I know you were at the axe throwing place, and it was
what up, MK? Party. Like the stream where your team will lose today. Hell yeah, appreciate you, MK. Hit that like button. So last night was awesome. We had a really good time. Blaze was in town. Blaze was there. Reese Jordan was the musician that was playing. He was great. He sounded amazing. We had some audio technical difficulties. RIP to Jeff's hamsters that run his internet and electric. They passed away last night, and Jeff lost all power and internet. So maybe
Cartel
Jeff
took it. Cartel took it. They didn't get their cut last month.
Yeah. So but no, outside of that, the initial rush, it was packed up there. They had every lane full. People were having fun, having a good time. And then it slowed down, but we still had a good show nonetheless. Few people popped in. Chaka was up there for a little bit, whatnot. But no, we had fun.
My head crooked. I don't know if it's my hat or my head. I don't fucking know.
No. So huge shout out to Buckeye Axter on here and Lyric for having us up for our second time, and hopefully we'll be back up there again in December, if not November, for another show. They're talking about potentially doing a ugly sweater Christmas party. Well, after talking to the owners last night, they're like, we don't give a fuck what you guys do. Do whatever you want. And I told Nikki, I was like, I guess we could just start planning events and doing whatever we want.
I mean, it sounds like you got free reign of the place. You might want to buy stock and be part owner.
I know, right? But no, it was a good time. I enjoy getting out and getting out in the public and having Blaze there on hand is awesome as well. He's always making the trip up to hang out. So we always have a good time together. But no, man, it was fun. Definitely looking forward to doing more stuff like that down the road. So minus the Jeff. Jeff going MIA. We still haven't heard from him.
That happens to Jeff all the time, though. Like, he literally just up and disappears on Saturdays regularly.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, we still haven't heard from him. So, either the cartel got him or the Chupacabra got him again, or, who knows at the end of the day.
His wife ran off with a coyote to sneak her into America. She's tired of being in Mexico.
Right. Yeah, because Jeff is the only person who is trying to sneak into Mexico while everybody else is trying to get out.
Right.
I will say I came home last night and I told Nikki, I said, I'm not even fucking putting the effort in to put any Cleveland Browns stuff on tomorrow.
We see how well that fucking worked out.
Well, I forgot that Nick Chubb was coming back today.
How about Amari Cooper ready to go in Buffalo?
Hey, how about I've already got him in all my fantasy leagues?
so Casey right here in the comments dropped this on me a little bit ago. Amari Cooper with the fit, baby.
Yeah, dude. I seen a video. I seen a video, and a lady, a Buffalo sports reporter, posted on social media, and she's like, I don't want to sound like a homer or something like that, but this might be the best first practice I've ever seen in NFL history, and it was just Amari just catching dimes from Josh.
Yeah, I'm hoping that plays out in today's game. Not that I have much fear that we'll lose to the Titans, but and I really wish, of course, Derek would not be here when the Bills got to play the Titans, right?
Yeah, right.
Perfect sense.
They are. Shout out to Derek and his family. They're going to a water park today, so they're doing that. And
it's colder to well figures. Oh, they're probably going to the indoor one and around Pigeon Forge, Smoky Mountain, something. I don't fucking remember what it's called. Great Smoky Lodge.
Yeah, something like that. Probably
it's an indoor water park because it is 65 degrees outside. Nobody south of fucking Middle Ohio is going to a water park today.
I was going to say, we would be at a water park today at 65
Ohio,
degrees.
New York, but yeah, they'd all be in a fucking water park. They wouldn't blink. But 65 in the south, these people got sweatpants on, galoshes, fucking Carhartt jackets, beanies, and I'm like, y'all look ridiculous.
I remember when I first moved to Charleston, it was like 50 degrees out, and I was in shorts and flip-flops, and people thought I was a crazy person.
Yeah, right. Hang on one second.
Huh?
I said, well.
Well, I mean, I am crazy. This is true.
If the shoe fits.
No, I have, and I will always be an Amari Cooper fan. I've been a fan since he was in Dallas. Since I'm an honorary Mafia member, I will continue to be a Cooper fan. I don't think there's a team Coop could go to that I wouldn't be a fan of him.
The Titans.
No, I mean, even if he was in Tennessee, okay. No, you know what? That's not right. Because I'm still a Henry fan. I was going to say Baltimore, but I'm still a Henry fan.
We can be a fan of Derrick Henry. We don't have to be a fan of the whole team.
Oh, no, I hate the whole team. I hate Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson looks like an unevolved gorilla.
I'm also a fan. That might be a little racist, but
no, because his nose is pushed way in. He looks like a gorilla still. Evolution skipped a generation.
Yeah. I was going to say, I am a fan of Mark Andrews, though. I think he's a little. He does a lot. I mean, he's been fucking Lamar's safety net since Lamar got drafted. So
update that Casey just dropped in the chat. The Titans are starting Mason Rudolph.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if you saw that or not. So
I didn't he play last week?
I might have come in, but
what up, Brittany? I feel like he played last week or the week before, or something like that. But yeah, we'll get into all that real quick. But there was a couple college games last night. I know we like to touch on a little college. Tennessee beat Alabama.
Bro, seriously, like they tore the goalpost down again,
as they should. If Alabama is in the top 10 after this, when the new updates come out, I'm done with college football.
Going into yesterday, if Alabama won, they had an 81% chance of making the playoffs. Now they are a 2-loss team in the SEC.
Yeah,
I don't think there's an SEC team left undefeated.
No, actually, they're the only. Okay, so we'll go big conferences. BYU is undefeated. Iowa State is undefeated.
Yes, but they don't play anybody.
Pittsburgh's undefeated. Army, Navy, undefeated.
Yes.
As far as the bigs go,
Oregon's still undefeated.
You have 3 undefeated schools in the Big Ten: Oregon,
Penn State, and Indiana,
and fucking Indiana.
Where the fuck did the Hoosiers come from, bro?
I don't know. Where did Indiana come from? Where did Illinois come from this season? And
Indiana's been terrible for a fucking decade, and now all of a sudden, like last year, they were horrible, and it's like somebody flipped a switch, and fucking they're a good team this year.
So Tennessee should definitely move up into the top. I mean, they're 11, so they'll definitely move up somewhere into the top 10.
Oh, beating Alabama, no doubt.
Alabama should drop out of the top 10. BYU should move up because they had a.
How about them Soakers? How about them Soakers from BYU?
They had a barn burner against Oklahoma State yesterday.
Did you watch any of that Miami Louisville game?
I did not. Oh yeah, Miami's undefeated still too.
What a fucking game that was in your ACC battle. What a game!
Yeah. I heard they won.
52-45 was the final score of that game.
Jeez, I was just looking at that score. Yeah, Miami's undefeated too, so I forgot about them.
So we had Tennessee beat Alabama yesterday. That was huge. And number one goes down in
Texas
embarrassing fashion.
Georgia. And at one point, I walked over to the bar to talk to Nikki. And I looked up at the screen because they had us on one big screen, and then they had football on all the other big screens. Yeah, they had the Georgia game up behind the bar, and I glanced up there, and I had to do a double take because it said 20-0.
It was 30. It was 23-0 at the half, and then they held Georgia to one score in the second half and managed to put 15 points on the board. They did a TD with a 2-point.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they scored one more, and that was it.
Yeah, so many sister wives got beat up last night after
Jesus.
that
game. Sister wives.
Mommy's sister's got a beat down last night.
Daddy brother was doling out the fucking 5-knuckle shuffles.
Yeah, man. So it's wild. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a very bold statement. I'm gonna say Oregon, not necessarily Oregon. There's going to be a shift. Oregon
number one's tossing up in my mind between Oregon and Penn State.
Oregon will be number one. Penn State will be number 2.
I'll agree with that.
Texas will be 3.
Nope, Georgia will be above Texas.
Or Texas will be 4. I think Miami might jump up into the top 3 this week.
No. If they don't, it wouldn't make any sense because they're undefeated also. So I think you're looking at Oregon, Penn State, Miami, Georgia, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas.
I don't think Texas falls that far. I don't think Texas falls out of the top 5. I think they'll be at worst they'll be 5.
So where do you put Georgia and Ohio State in there?
I would say Ohio State doesn't move, and Georgia might drop to 6. Yeah, I think they were off this week.
Georgia won't drop. They won. Texas is going to drop.
Texas is going to drop. Georgia might move up to 5.
Somebody has to fall out.
Georgia might stay put. Oregon, I don't think Texas is going to fall out of the top 5. If it's anybody, then it'll be Ohio State.
Yeah, I think that'll be the case.
I think that'll just be based off of strength of schedule.
Yeah, well, and you can't give Penn State number 1 because of their strength of schedule right now. They haven't beat anybody super good yet. You know what I'm saying? They haven't had to play. They haven't played Ohio State. They haven't played Oregon. They haven't played anybody who's in the top 3 of the Big Ten right now. So you can't put Penn State in the top 3, I don't think.
Well, as far as the Big Ten goes,
we're gonna hold most spots in the top 10 for sure.
Illinois, yeah. Illinois' one loss came to Penn State. Illinois is a 6-1 team, even though they should be fucking banned from the Big Ten after those ugly ass fucking uniforms.
But I love their helmets, bro.
The helmets were cool.
The helmets are awesome. Really Throwback to the fucking 30s and 40s.
Yeah, the helmets were cool.
The leather neck helmets on.
Yeah, but the unis were. Jesus, they make the Packers uniforms that look good. Like that was those were just terrible. I don't know what was going on.
Big news. Steelers are starting Wilson over Fields today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that, but
yeah.
I guess it's against the Jets, so
they're starting Wilson. So yeah, I mean, I think Texas is going to stay in the top 5, It might bump Ohio State out just because they didn't play yesterday.
I think at the worst, Ohio State falls to 6 or 7, but they're still 100% in playoff contention.
Oh, there's no doubt. Ohio State, will be in the playoff. Michigan is completely out of the top 25 this week. They're done.
Did they lose?
Oh God, yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're out.
21-7. I called that shit.
Oklahoma State's out of the top 25 too. Because they
were ranked 24. They're definitely out. Illinois should move up a little bit. Right now, as far as if the playoffs started today, it would be Notre Dame, Tennessee, Clemson, Iowa State, LSU, Alabama, Miami, Georgia, Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, and Texas.
I fucking hate that Notre Dame is even in the conversation. They should be banned from ever making the playoffs until they declare a conference.
Agreed. But I also
I cannot stand that there's so goddamn much money at that fucking school that they don't have to declare a conference to be competitive.
No,
and I can't even say competitive because they don't play anybody until the fucking.
No, I was just looking at dude. They don't play anybody at all. I was just looking at their schedule this year. They played A&M.
Which is a joke in the SEC.
Yeah, they lost to Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
They played Purdue, who just got fucking spanked yesterday by Oregon.
Purdue got smoked. But we saw that coming playing against Oregon.
They played against Miami of Ohio. They did play Louisville in a tight game. Then they were on a bye week.
They lost it ultimately, didn't they?
No, they won. They won.
Oh, did they beat Louisville?
They're a one-loss team. They beat Stanford and they beat Georgia Tech Saturday. However, they haven't beat
anybody worth talking about yet.
They do have Navy and Army coming up, and Navy and Army have looked good this season for some.
Both undefeated, I believe.
Yeah, both of them are undefeated. Both of them are ranked. Both of them should be moving up in the polls this week.
Did you see
at the bottom of the polls, but they're still ranked?
Duke won yesterday for the first. They beat, or not yesterday. Was it Friday night? They beat Florida State for the first time since the school became a school.
Oh, really? No, I didn't see that.
It's like Vandy going 1-60 now in SEC or against top 5. Now Duke got fucking beat Florida. Florida State is probably, to go from where they were last year to where they are this year, they're the true dumpster fire in college football right now.
Dude,
Mike Norvell is not going to make the season.
Brittany, are you on drugs? She said, I love the Illinois shit.
I don't know. I think she means the way you're saying it. I don't know if she means the units. Because you always put the S on the end of Illinois.
Illinois. I do that on purpose.
Oh, yeah, because it drives everybody from their fucking bananas.
It's like I say Louisville, or what do I say? Louisville? I say Louisville.
You say Louisville.
And it drives, especially people from Kentucky, it drives them absolutely nuts.
So I saw a game day sign at the beginning of the season from a Florida State fan that said Kirk Herbstreit fucked us worse than my ex. And that sign did not age well with this season. Kirk Herbstreit, don't question his knowledge of college football and what he sees in teams.
Yeah.
That man knows. Like, I believe firmly he's got to throw his picks on Saturdays. Otherwise, he would just dominate everybody on that board.
No, I got to say, with all the hype and all the buildup and Florida State being ranked where they were preseason rankings, and just to come out and 100% shit the bed.
They tripped over their own feet and have fucking broke their nose on the ground.
Yeah, they are terrible. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. They are the biggest dumpster fire in the NCAA. And I expected Michigan not to be very good this year.
They went through a lot of shit at the end of the season last year. They lost a lot of players, lost coach, everything.
Yeah, but brand new coaching staff. 23 guys went to the NFL. We've gone through 3 quarterbacks this year. The offensive line is not there that we had last year. The defense is there to a certain degree, but when you have no offense,
rely on them 1,000%.
Yeah, you have no offense. So by the third quarter, your defense is completely out of gas because you're not doing anything to keep them off the field or to benefit those guys. So we may have a couple more losses this season, and you know what? That's whatever.
I would give you at least. Do you guys have you guys played Oregon yet?
Not yet. We do play Oregon. When do we play Oregon?
You sadly, and I know you're going to hate hearing this, and you'll argue just because you're a Michigan fan, so you'll argue. You probably, if you play Oregon, you have at least 2 more losses coming.
We're going to lose to. We play Michigan State next week. We're going to lose to Oregon. We're going to lose to Indiana, and we're going to probably lose to Ohio State as well.
So at best, you're
3
looking
more
at
losses.
what? You're looking at what kind of a season here? 7-3,
6 losses,
and 6 losses, and what? About 6 and 6. You're looking at 500. I don't know. I can't remember how many weeks we go.
Yeah, it's 6 and 6-ish. Because I think Northwestern sucks. Michigan State sucks. We suck.
If you guys manage to beat Indiana, I wouldn't be mind blown because they're due to have a bad game. But I don't believe that you're.
I can't believe they're.
I don't believe you're going to beat Oregon or Ohio State. I don't see those two. Those two are almost
definitely not.
L's. And not because I hate on Michigan, just because your team got so decimated with draft last year and everything changing and everything. You know, you need a year or two to try and get things back in order. So be prepared. And the true fans need to understand that if you do lose to OSU, don't scream for the coach's head because he's got enough on his fucking plate. You know, because both our teams will lose a coach in one fucking loss to that game. Like they'll fire a coach quick as shit over that one.
Oh yeah. No, I mean shit. I fucking watched it after Carr left, man. I mean, not that we had like great coaches anyways, but I mean
his last loss and leaving was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
The fact that he literally cried on stage and said, "I can't lose to Ohio State again," as he stepped down, and that was because in his whole career as coach, I only think he beat us once.
Who? Carr?
Lloyd Carr.
He beat you guys more than once.
He lost more than he won.
Lloyd Carr was there during the Coop days, bro, and we owned Cooper. I can spell.
He was there during the Tressel days, and Tressel was whooping y'all's asses with his sweater vest. Like Belichick known for his sleeveless hoodie, fucking Jim Tressel known for his sweater vest. Oh, Brittany's swooning. She got all them semen floating around in her town.
Yeah, Carr was 6-7 against Ohio State.
Okay.
He won 5 of his first 6 games.
Yeah, see, he went on a losing streak near the end, and that was where it got him.
Yeah. He was 5-1 against Cooper.
But you gotta think of who we had coming out of Ohio State at that point in time. We had AJ Hawk. We had who was it that stepped in as our backup and threw rockets in the bowl game? Cordell Patterson? Was that his name?
Cordell Stewart. No, was it Stewart?
No, it was Patterson. It was right at the end of Tressel's career was Patterson. We had Craig Krenzel as a quarterback who was slinging fucking bombs, which he was a big bust in the NFL, by the way. That name always sits in my head. He got drafted, went 3rd string with the Bears, and never played a fucking game.
Yeah.
Like that was so annoying. I'm trying to read that long one.
Yeah. Louisville.
I can agree. I can agree with her. If you came out of a time machine in the 20s, those unis for Illinois would have been great.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, let's get into today's stuff, bro, because we might be able to get picks done before the games actually start.
Well, we only got about 7 minutes. So real quick, last week, Cam, who's been killing it all week, was 9-5.
Damn it.
Or all year. Cam was 9-5. Derek and I were both 11-3.
Wow, y'all had killer weeks.
Derek lone wolf the Colts. Or no, wait, you lone wolf the Colts and got that lone wolf. You, sir, went 13-1 last week. So
that was a good. If only my fucking betting on my app went the same, I would have been successful.
Right? That's usually how it goes.
My only loss, I think, was the Bills game. Or no, they won that. Sorry.
Well,
I
I went against my better judgment and I picked the Jets over the Bills.
Well, if you'd have picked either of the kickers, you'd have been double fucked because nobody can make a kick that game. I heard Kirk go, or somebody referenced the game day kick that went way wide as one of the fucking kicks in the game that wobbled like a plate off to the left.
Yeah. Across the board, the early game across the board, we all had the Jags.
Yep. I knew they were going to get their win today.
Dude,
and when they interviewed Trevor, he acted like they've been winning all season, which is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, the fucking Patriots are just man. Oof. They think they said to after the game it was a record for most losses to start a season or something like that
for the Pats.
Yeah, for the Patriots.
I don't know, man. They were garbage last year too, so that's going to be a tough record to beat.
Yeah, didn't they sneak into the playoffs last year, or just miss the playoffs last year?
They missed them, but not by much, I don't think.
So we have the Chicago Bears on a bye week this week, and the Cowboys, they're always on a bye week. Let's be honest.
The Cowboys live on a bye week. They live there. They live on the. We're not going to play this weekend.
Yes. Yeah. Every week is a bye week for the Cowboys.
Fantasy folks, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, and Nick Chubb are all active. Will Levis is out.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to start Nick Chubb this week. I think
they're going to cap his reps, to be honest with you, in the game.
Yeah. Plus,
let him ease in.
Plus, I have Joe Mixon and Brian Robinson as running backs.
Yeah.
And in one league, in my other league, I have Joe Mixon and Brian Robinson as running backs. Jesus. So I'm gonna let. I also want to say, last week we were all clowning and joking and having a good time. Tyrone Tracy Jr. We all.
For fuck's sake, the guy nobody's ever heard of.
22.7 fantasy points in.
No shit.
He had one tutty, 57 yards receiving and 50 yards rushing. Yeah, man, 22.7. I put him in my lineup. We all laughed and joked and said I was going to eat shit. But I said that he was gonna blow up, and he did, man. So
that's fucking funny, bro. The guy nobody's ever heard of.
And Devin Singletary is healthy for the Giants this week, and they're saying that Tracy will get more touches than Singletary.
The
Giants are saying that Tracy will still carry the load this week. I'm not starting him this week because everybody's back. All my guys are back, unless because oh man, Jesus, this Brian Robinson thing. He's expected to play, but he's questionable.
Yeah, I have him on my fantasy team, and I'm like, do I make the change or not?
Yeah, he's expected to play. This is expected. Yeah, he's expected to play against the Panthers. So it's the Panthers. Even if he's only in there for a handful of plays, he's probably.
No, I need him. I need him in there to get some fucking fantasy points, bro. Yeah.
So. Hey, what's going on, Rich? So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the games here. We'll start out with.
You got Cam and Derek's picks, right?
Yeah, I got all their picks. So I'm gonna follow their picks here, and that's how we're gonna go. Because I just went on ahead and wrote them down. We've got Seahawks and Falcons today.
Mm-hmm. Battle of the Birds.
Any notable injuries or anything that we should worry about there?
Not that I've seen. I haven't seen anything worth writing home about, at least.
Okay, I didn't think there was anything going on there. I'm gonna go with the Falcons in this one, mainly because the last 4 weeks the Seahawks have kind of stumbled, and I told Nikki today we're playing each other in fantasy football, and she's got Russ Wilson and Kirk Cousins, and I said I would keep Cousins in because the Seahawks have been given an average of 27 point some odd points to opposing quarterbacks the last 4 weeks.
Cousins is a guarantee. Even if they don't win, Cousins is a guaranteed point getter.
Mm-hmm.
He always goes at least 20 in fantasy.
Oh my God.
They can go right home.
Goodbye. But yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons. Falcons. I mean, they've had moments of looking really good this season.
No, there's no moments for an NFC team. They look good. Period.
Yeah, well, an NFC South team. I mean, they did beat. They are 3-0 in their division currently.
They are atop the division.
They have beat
everybody,
Bucks, and they beat Carolina. So their only losses came to Pittsburgh and, of course, Kansas City referees.
They beat and that was even like that game should have been a Falcons win because of that bullshit missed PI call at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So
I'm going Falcons this week. What you thinking?
I'm going Falcons all day, and I fucking hate to do it because they're already down here screaming they're going to the Super Bowl. So they announced that the Super Bowl next year will be in Atlanta at Ben Stadium, and the comments that I started seeing instantly, oh, the Falcons win this year's Super Bowl and host next year's. Get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked.
Like, no.
You're really not helping yourself at all, Brittany.
Right?
Fucking Ravens, fucking shitbirds of Baltimore. Falcons are favored by -3. Yeah. Across the board, we all went Falcons on that one. That was kind of a give me. Bills Titans. Look, I said it at the beginning of the season. I thought
don't do it to me, Glick.
I thought the Titans were an underdog playoff team. I said I'm riding with the Titans until week 6. We're in week 7.
You can jump off the Titan train now.
I'm bailing. I'm bailing off the Titan.
Every time you pick the Bills, they fucking lose.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Every time you pick the Bills, they fucking lose. Every goddamn time.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Yeah, you already know where I'm going on this one. I don't even got to say it.
Tennessee, you tightening up?
Yeah, I'm going to drive up to Tennessee to watch them lose to Buffalo.
I gotta go Buffalo, man. I gotta stop taking these L's, man. Especially when I'm making these picks that I know better than to make.
Am I gonna get it today? Fuck.
What do we got?
I swear to God, if they make me watch the fucking Bengals Browns game on CBS instead of the Bills Titans game, I'm gonna throw my fucking remote through the TV.
Again, that's Bills across the board. Everybody's going Bills. She said, "Come to Baltimore and fight me." You couldn't pay me enough money to come to that.
You paid me. Yeah.
You couldn't pay me enough money to go to that shitbag city. And if I did go, the only thing I would do is go piss on Art Modell's grave.
Wow, that's hateful.
Look at that handsome son of a bitch. Back in uniform. Nick Chubb, Batman.
Dude.
Which brings me to our next picks. Bengals, Browns. In Cleveland, in the dog pound, I will say this: Derek and Cam have the Bengals. Rick, who are you taking in this game? It is a battle of the shitbags.
Yeah. Which one are we doing? Bengals, Browns?
Bengals, Browns.
I'm gonna go with you, Glick. I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Yeah, I keep saying that I'm off the Browns train, but I will say this. Joe Burrow, since he's been drafted to Cincinnati, has only beaten Cleveland one time. Oh, Jesus. And they start the game with a punt return for a touchdown.
Why is this being so stupid to me?
They just started the game with a punt return for a touchdown. The Bengals.
Bengals, the kickoff went all the way down the field.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm still going Browns.
Still going to Browns too, myself.
You are such a liar.
It's the fucking Bengals. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Never mind. It's got to come back. Oh, maybe it's going to come back. I don't know. Either way, I'm going with the Browns. Nick Chubb is back. This will probably be my last week that I pick the Browns to win.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I'm lying because I'm not picking the Ravens next week, even though I know the Ravens will win. So we're split. Browns, Bengals in that pick. I don't know, man. I can't really say anything about either one of these teams. The Browns are just a fucking dumpster fire.
I'm so over the NFL's fucking money grab that it makes me want to puke. I can't watch fucking hardly anything. I pay for the NFL Plus on the app. I can't watch anything without Sunday Ticket.
You can go put it out there if you want.
I'm going to have to fucking throw my phone to the TV again.
Yes.
I'm going to get my Mountain Dew out of the fridge.
So fucking stupid.
Huh?
It's on top of a barn shelf.
I don't know where Nikki put it at. It's a bottle of Mountain Dew.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so I'm picking the Browns. I think the Bengals will win. I think this will be embarrassing. But both of them are fucking disgusting football teams this year. The only bright spot on either team is Nick Chubb is back for Cleveland, and we still have Myles Garrett. And as far as Cincinnati goes, a bright spot on there is they have Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
So
yeah. They're both trash, but I'm going to Browns hoping they can pull it together.
If I learned anything from Thumper and Bambi is that if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all.
You look in my pink purses out there and grab
So, moving on. Houston and Green Bay.
This is actually one of the tougher games to pick today. To be honest with you, this is definitely one of the tougher games to pick. Do you think that CJ Stroud and the Texans have something for Jordan Love, if we're being honest?
I mean, that Texans defense is not to be slept on.
Yeah, but Jordan Love's they're fucking playing lights out in Green Bay right now.
They really are, too. I think this is going to be a really good game. Nico's back this week. Diggs is there. Mixon.
I got the game on, by the way. I would manage to get it to stream.
Nice. They're healthy. They're healthy in Houston. I think Green Bay's healthy as well. Yeah, Love is back. Watson's back. Josh Jacobs is healthy. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna go with the rest of the country, and I'm gonna lean towards the Texans. I think that there's just a few more weapons offensively that CJ has that'll make the difference. And Nico being back and Tank Dell's been playing good. And when Joe Mixon is healthy, he's been playing really well.
So I'm gonna put this out there. My pick is based solely on the fact that the Texans are a competitive AFC team against us. And I'm going to go Green Bay by 3.
Ooh, split. Derek and Rick with the Packers.
And
I
love to see
the Texans.
I love to see Stroud successful, but in the exact same breath, I don't want to have to play them for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
I don't. Buffalo just had to punt, so
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Green Bay by 3 on that one.
Green Bay by 3, man. We got the pack split in half here. I keep doing it. I can't help myself. I did it last week. They were on a bye week last week.
Who are you going to try and lone wolf on this?
I keep doing it, man, and I do it every week. I haven't gotten off this fucking train. I'm still on it. the Colts and the Miami Dolphins.
Oh God, Tua's back today.
Is Tua back? Because
Tua's back today for probably 3 plays until somebody gets a hold of him.
You're gonna give him 3 plays? Or I'm gonna give him at least 1.5.
Their fucking O-line is garbage. It won't take long for him to get planted on his ass.
Yeah, Colts and Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Colts for sure.
Colts. Are
you really gonna go with fucking Miami?
Hell no, man. I jumped off that train a long time ago. And Richardson's back for the Colts. Personally, I think they should have left Flacco alone. And
I think they should leave Flacco in there and fucking let Richardson sit.
But I am on the Pony Express this week, man. Miami, I'm sorry. I rode that train for several weeks, and you guys just now I might be back next week if they.
My salesman from work texted me this morning asking me a fantasy question if he should start Eckler or Achane. I said honestly, I would start Austin Eckler against Carolina over Achane against Indy.
Mm-hmm. Anybody, if anybody on your fantasy roster is playing the Carolina Panthers, you start them.
Yep. Christian Bernard just made a hell of a stop.
Vikings and Detroit. I think this is going to be another really good game.
This is going to be it's either going to be a close game or one of them's going to forget to show up and it's going to be a fucking blowout.
It's a divisional game. They're in Minneapolis, and the
Minnesota's already up 7-0. Already up 7-0.
The Vikings, bro.
I'm going with the Vikings on this one.
Man.
I'm going with the Vikings on this one.
I think this is an easy one across the board. Everybody is going Vikings. Fucking Sam.
I'll be happy with whoever wins because I know that's going to be a really, really good game.
I think this will be probably one of the better games of the week, to be honest with you. I think Houston and Green Bay is going to be good. I think this Detroit Minnesota game is going to be just as long as both teams show up, this could be a really good fucking game.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like you said, if one of them forgets there's a game, then it's just going to be just
a blowout. Like I said, it's either going to be a really close game or it's going to be a blowout game. To address Brittany's comment about remember when Flacco was with the Baltimore Ravens, and then that was when they were the Baltimore Criminals, not the Ravens.
Minnesota favored by 2.5. Best game of the day. Yeah, Rich is agreeing.
I don't like that spread. Honestly, I think that should be an even game right there.
Hey, you remember when Flacco was with the Cleveland Browns and he was amazing and we went to the playoffs last year and then Cleveland shit on him for Deshaun Watson? Yeah, I do.
Like they've done with so many other quarterbacks.
Jimmy Haslam, you can go to fucking hell. Andrew Berry, you can fucking go to hell. And Kevin Stefanski, you have an offensive coordinator for a fucking reason.
Yeah, stop fucking touching the playbook, dude.
Yeah,
like let that guy do his job. They pay him.
Yeah, it's a tough pick between Detroit and Minnesota, but man, I'm riding the hot hand of Darnold and JJ.
What do I call him? Sam fucking Darnold.
Sam fucking Darnold,
dude. The dude just manages to put it together.
Yeah, man.
And now Jones is back.
Mm-hmm.
She's a riot, bro. We played COD with her. She's a fucking riot.
Nice. And now I'll do a game that nobody really gives a fuck about because both these teams are ass. The Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
The New Jersey Giants. Yeah. If the Eagles lose, I'm going to say this now. If the Eagles lose to the Giants, Nick Sirianni's looking for a job.
Agreed.
After last week's debacle where he yelled at the fucking fans of his own fucking fans.
Yeah.
If they lose to the New Jersey Giants, Nick Sirianni's looking for a job.
That's
just my personal opinion.
How the mighty have fallen. The Eagles were so good last year.
And they didn't even lose that many people. That's what drives me
the
nuts.
thing.
They didn't lose that much. I think. I can't believe I'm going to fucking say this. I think the Giants can put it together and beat them today.
I will say this, and I have been saying this about the Giants, and it pains me to say this. Because if you look, I mean, yes, they only got 2 wins.
But they've been in every game, though.
The only team that really fucking shut them out was Minnesota at the beginning of the season. They lost.
Surprise. Minnesota's whooping everybody's ass.
Yeah, they lost by 3 to Washington. Washington's a surprisingly good fucking team this year.
Fuck yeah.
They lost to Cleveland. Or no, they beat Cleveland.
Yep.
They lost it, but Dallas by 5.
Well, that doesn't say shit.
And they lost by 10 to Cincinnati. But the Giants are a contender. They play. They're there to play.
I don't know that I would say they're a contender. They're a season spoiler. That's what I'll call them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they come and they play. They don't just come and lay down.
I think they'll handle loss to a team that really needs a win that week. Is what I think will happen.
Which is the Eagles this week.
Yes, I believe that would be. And it's not going to be a blowout game. Not by any stretch.
It'll be a tight game. It's going to
be a win game. By 3 or 7 game.
I'm with you. I'm going to the G-men of New Jersey. Cam and Derek went Eagles. Of course, across the board, we're all Vikings and we're all Colts across the board. And then we'll get into Rams. These are the 4:00 games. So we got all the 1:00 games out of the way. Now we're into the 4:00 games. Raiders versus Rams.
I'm going Rams. I want to see how the Raiders step up without Adams, though.
Yeah, and I believe I believe what's his name? Yeah, Jacoby Myers is out. No other real mentionables. Zamir White is out.
Definitely going
the Rams. I believe Cooper Kupp is still out. Kupp is still out.
I lost my fucking stream.
Tyler Higbee is out. Yeah, I'm gonna. You're going Rams. I'm going Rams. We got our first lone wolf of the week. Cam is going Raiders. Oh, with the lone wolf. Yeah, right. Eagles are like, we had one good season. Now back to obscurity.
Right. Now back to losing head coaches left and right.
What is that? The NFC East, which is just a fucking dumpster fire every year. Commanders, Cowboys, Eagles, and that other team. And I can't think of right now. Why can I not think of the other fucking team? Washington, New York. East. Yeah. Washington, Philly, New York, and Dallas. We were just talking about them. Yeah. I drew a blank. Yeah, Cam's lone wolf in the Raiders, man. I want to lean more towards the Raiders, but man, I'm not believing that the Rams are as bad as they've looked this year with one win. I'm just not buying that.
They are
that bad.
They are.
Wow.
I haven't bought into it yet. Got a shocker for you on this next one.
Cam didn't go with Carolina.
Panthers versus the Commanders. Yes,
we already know Washington's winning that game.
Yeah, Cam said, yes, I went with the Commanders, not the Panthers this week. I'm still riding with the Browns, boy. As much as I say every week I'm done, I'm still here. They promised they would do better this week. They promised they wouldn't beat me up and come home drunk and cheat on me.
They're still going to fuck you up.
Yeah, they're going to kick my teeth in today. But so we're across the board, Commanders over Carolina. The Commanders, man, they are looking surprisingly good this year. What's his name? Jaden Daniels is an absolute monster.
He's a real deal quarterback for them.
Commanders are favored by 7.5. Rams are favored by 6.5. the Washington football team, Washington Commanders, Washington Redskins,
Washington, whatever the fuck they want to be this year.
Yeah, it's 2024.
The only team that gets to pick names more than other teams pick quarterbacks.
Yeah, right. And this is a lot considering last year Cleveland had 6 starting quarterbacks.
Right.
And still made the playoffs. You want to know why? Because Deshaun Watson wasn't playing.
Correct.
The San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City referees.
I hate, and I mean that loathe the fact that I'm going to pick Kansas City in that game. Just for my record and picks. I hope San Francisco beats the fuck out of them.
Okay. Hold on a second. I thought he played. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
What?
I thought Ricky Parcells played last week. The kid for the Niners who got shot in the offseason and the attempted robbery.
Maybe.
Well, he's on the IR for a chest injury.
Okay, apparently he didn't play.
I thought he made his debut.
Apparently the gunshot wound is still a thing.
Yeah. I mean, really, man. Jesus, they don't even have McCaffrey listed anywhere on their roster.
Did they dump him because he's not around?
I was going to say he's not even
because he's living in a different country right now.
Yeah, he's not even listed on the IR or anything. Like, he is literally not on their fucking roster.
That's fucking... This dude, he was such a standout. He's such a dog. He's such a stud when he has a good game. But he's so fucking injury prone, dude.
Well, I know this is a bad pick on my part. And I know that I'm probably going to regret it. But I say after today, the Kansas City referees are 5-1, and the 49ers go and do that work. And
I'll be around, Britt. You're not
and they are in Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. I'm going 49ers.
You're loaning it, huh?
Yeah, I'm loaning the Niners. I mean, outside of the injuries, and I know the Niners are 3-3, but
I want them to win. I want the Niners to win, but you just can't beat the refs, man. You can't do it.
Yeah, a lot of injuries.
Yep.
But
another team like the Rams just beat up.
Yeah. So, and obviously they're missing their star running back,
Fucking AJ Epinesa almost just intercepted fucking what's his nuts from the Titans.
Holy shit.
Like he was close to picking that ball off. He should have had that pick.
There was no flag on that play? Or was there a flag on that play? You're a fucking garbage quarterback and a garbage human being, Deshaun Watson, just so you know. Nick Chubb just got ate up in the backfield. Yeah, I'm going Niners. I think this is going to be another good game of the week. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to put up another 50-something points, but we got the Bucks versus the Ravens.
Another one I hate to make a pick on.
In Raymond James Stadium.
Let's address a statistic that I saw earlier. The Ravens have outrushed their opponent by 146.9 yards on average.
Have a good one, Brittany. Thanks for stopping by.
Let's address that. 146 yards they've outrushed their opponents on average.
Oh, yeah. Well, Derrick Henry, the first couple weeks, they were kind of sluggish. Like the Ravens started out sluggish.
Derrick Henry, the Bills game is what broke Derrick Henry's season open. He had 200 fucking yards that game, rushing and receiving.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens beat Tampa. Not by a lot, though. I think they only beat them by 7.
Ravens.
I want the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win so bad because I love that Baker Mayfield has gone everywhere else and said fuck you to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everywhere else and said fuck you to Cleveland.
Yeah.
After he broke y'all's playoff drought and they fucked him.
Changed the culture, did everything in Cleveland, loved Cleveland, bled for that city, put everything into that city.
It wasn't hard. He didn't have big shoes to fill because he came in right after Johnny Manziel. So, and that dude was a whole slew. That dude was a fucking nightmare for Cleveland. Cleveland just has a thing with nightmare quarterbacks, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm lone wolfing again. I need to get a sound effect so I don't have to. Oh, I'm lone wolfing the Bucks, man. I think in Raymond James today at home, tonight under the lights, Baker Mayfield continues to do what Baker Mayfield does with Evans and Godwin and Otten and them boys. They bring it to the Ravens. They make a very loud statement
just
tonight.
Don't know, man.
They beat Washington, a good team. They beat Detroit, a good team. They lost to Denver, a bad team. They beat the hell out of Philadelphia, a bad team. They lost in a tight game to Atlanta, and they knocked the absolute dog shit
to Atlanta.
Yeah, they knocked the absolute dog shit out of New Orleans last week.
Oh yeah,
I mean 51 to. I mean they were, and I think that momentum carries right on over. And I don't think they're going to beat the hell out of the Ravens like they did.
I think the Ravens win it by 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I think it comes down to a Derrick Henry touchdown.
I think the Buccaneers win by 6, and it comes down to 2 field goals made by Chase McLaughlin. And he kicks the winning one 50 yards out.
50 yards out with what? No time remaining?
Yeah.
I think Derrick Henry goes 150 yards and does the final touchdown for the Ravens.
Nice.
I fucking hate saying it, but I don't because I don't hate Henry.
So wait a minute. So they're on tomorrow. They got the Monday night game. We got 2 Monday night games tomorrow again. The Buccaneers.
I just saw. Did you see the Christmas Day games are on Netflix this year?
Oh Jesus Christ! No, I didn't see that, but I knew Netflix was getting a couple of games. The Sunday night games,
the Christmas games.
Oh wow! Okay, the Sunday night game is the Steelers at home against the Jets.
Quick, make your pick. I saw her walk out of the room.
That was actually my daughter.
Oh shit! I saw somebody walk out of the room.
She currently has my gun pointed at me.
Fuck!
I know.
No, actually, I'm 100%. I'm going Steelers, man. Even with the addition, and I know you and I were talking about it earlier this week when the trades happened, and nothing. And I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. It's going to take them a game, maybe 2 games, to get that chemistry back, and that chemistry is not quite there tonight. So I think the Steelers come into their home field, and Russ has himself starts out a little sluggish, and Omar Epps pulls Russ and puts Justin Fields back in, and the Steelers handle the Jets.
What did Cam and Derek pick?
Steelers. Everybody's Steelers so far.
I'm going Lone Wolf.
Oh.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to go Lone Wolf.
The Lone Wolf on the Jets. J-E-T. I went Lone Wolf last week.
By 3.
On the Jets. I went Lone Wolf last week on the Jets, and you know how that worked out for me?
Yeah. With a lot of missed kicks. I think Zerline dials it back in, and they win by a field goal. Because he had a really off game for Greg Zerline last week.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't miss kicks like that, especially not 2. So
I will say this. The New York's only 2 wins on the season. They beat Tennessee and they beat New England.
Uh-huh.
They've lost to the
I think
Niners. They lost to Denver. They lost to Minnesota, and they lost to you guys.
But they've been not terrible.
They've been in
like
them.
blowout. They haven't been blowouts.
Yeah, the biggest blowout was San Francisco. They lost by a point to Denver. They lost by 6 points.
I think Adams makes a difference today for the Jets, and I think they win by 3 by a Greg Zuerlein field goal. Calvin Ridley just got hurted.
Hurted? I didn't even know he was still thinking.
He's playing for Tennessee, bro.
The second Monday night game tomorrow, the Chargers versus the Cardinals.
Justin fucking Herbert, too, man. That dude, he's so underrated, man. He can make some plays, Justin Herbert can.
What? I don't know, but you're both looking at me.
I'm looking at the TV. Not everything is about you.
Justin Herbert can make some plays, but so can Kyler Murray, that little motherfucker.
Oh, bitch ass. Jesus, they got a lot of injuries.
Who does? Arizona or Chargers?
Chargers. Joey Bosa, Quentin Johnson, Hayden Hurst, DJ Chark. And there's a bunch more, but I don't know those names for.
I think it's a garbage game. I think it's a fucking low-scoring game, and I think Arizona wins it.
Yeah, Arizona.
I think I'm going to take Todd over Monday Night Football.
Right?
I mean, Call of Duty over Monday Night Football because both those games are shit.
Yeah, I think if I was to watch anyhow, it would be the Bucs-Ravens game, unless it went flop-sided, one-sided, one way or the other. You know, I got to give credit. I got to give credit to. Yeah, I got to give credit to Arizona, man, and talk about players who all of a sudden came out of nowhere, started playing really good. James fucking Conner has been
stellar pick on my fantasy team.
Yeah, he has been really good this season. Shame on Pittsburgh for letting him go over fucking Najee Harris.
Yeah,
you know, but he's been playing really good. Yeah, this is a shit game. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Cards on that one.
Yep. It's gonna be a low scoring garbage game to watch. It'll have the lowest viewership of the two for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I mean you've got Tampa. I mean, I don't know right now where we are in the season. I don't know another game and another matchup. Well, I guess the Detroit-Minnesota would be a match, but the Ravens and the Bucs are both playing very well. They're both looking really good, and they're both playoff contenders. So,
and the Bucs have a strong fan base, anyways. Like the Bucs have a fan base, like period.
Yeah. So that would be a tough game to go up against as far as ratings. Period. I think that'll hands down, unless, like I said, unless it goes one side or the other, and it's a very one-sided game.
I need to start keeping a notebook handy, just so you know. So when I have random thoughts in my head that I want to talk about, I can talk about them and not interrupt everything. Because like I've got 2 right now, and I think the second one just slipped my mind.
Go ahead, because all we have is the Thursday night pick. Next week.
I remember what it was. We'll go Thursday night real quick, and then I'll address them both. One's football and one's not.
So Thursday night, I think this is going to be a pretty easy across the board pick. I haven't got Derek's yet, but I'm pretty sure we have no early game next week. I think we get a week off, and then they are week 9. I think they are in Germany.
Yes, I think so.
I got to look here and see. I know the next overseas game is Germany. No, okay, yeah, that's oh Jesus Christ, nobody's watching that. Week 10.
Who are the Jags playing?
in Munich. No, in Munich, it is the Giants and Panthers.
God, we handed the Germans a shitty game. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Of course, today was the Jags New England in London. So what the fuck? Yeah. We hate the Europeans. We're just gonna give you guys all of our trash games.
And the Jags are basically like London's home team because they play there so much.
I saw a meme yesterday. From now on, whoever goes over for the first overseas game to Europe, has to win their way back into the U.S.
Nice.
You have to travel between London and Germany and win your way back to the U.S. You don't
That's
get to come back,
awesome.
not for practices, not for nothing, until you win. So
That's fucking awesome.
that would be like the ultimate fucking ha-ha. Because Jacksonville is basically living over there right now with all the European games.
Yeah, because they get the majority of them. When I turned it on this morning, they were talking about that in London, Jacksonville has kind of become their team.
Yeah,
and everybody
it's
is
the only
Jaguar
team they
fans.
see the most of.
Yeah, everybody's become Jaguar fans over there.
So win, and you can come back. If you lose,
Yeah, right.
you have to stay there until the end of the season.
Can we just start sending our shitty teams just overseas? Period.
We already do.
We
already do, but they got to have a winner so somebody gets to come back every time.
When do we send Cleveland over?
They'll be on next year's schedule.
Yeah. At this point, can we just leave Deshaun Watson in some foreign country?
Well, we can't send him to Brazil because he'd fucking molest a bunch of supermodels down there in Brazil.
Yeah, but then he'd wind up in a Brazilian prison, which would be beneficial for everybody.
This is a fact, including Brazil.
Yeah. But
including Brazil.
Yeah, including, yeah. I think this is kind of a wash Thursday night. I think we're going to go across the board on this pick. Thursday night is the Vikings and Rams. I think we're all going Rams, right?
What?
Yeah, I think it's safe. I think it's a safe bet. Cam went Vikings. I'm going Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
Yeah, and I'm not going to make the pick for Derek because I know Derek likes to look for the lone wolf.
I'd be willing to bet he goes Vikings just because he's got to have a brain in his head. I say that, but he keeps cheering for the Titans.
Hey, I mean, you got to cheer for your team. I still kind of sort of root for the Browns.
No, you root for Deshaun Watson to break his fucking leg, and then you'll be a Browns fan through and through.
I have never wanted a player to get hurt so bad in my life, like a career-ending injury, so bad in my life.
At least contract ending.
Yeah,
not career. He can go play for anybody else and be sucky there, but yeah. At least contract ending.
No, because here's the thing:
he could go somewhere else and play fucking amazing.
Yeah, he would be old
Deshaun Watson from fucking Houston.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I want him to end up fucking. I don't know. Yeah. Somebody pick him up and powerbomb him and snap his back in half.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I don't want the dude to not be able to function in life. Although he doesn't have any kids, so at least it would prevent him from procreating.
Yeah, I don't care if he can function or not at this point. maybe he learned to keep his fucking hands to himself.
Yeah, right. So,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't fault a guy for sticking by his team, man. Cam is a Panthers fan through and through. As much as I hate to admit it, and as much as I say every week that I'm done with Cleveland, here I am in Browns gear from head to toe, and I'm getting ready to start cursing at him because it's 7-0, and offensively we can't fucking move the ball.
So here's my couple thoughts that I was thinking about. Number one, I was so mad that the Bills kept Damar Hamlin. So mad. I think they kept him solely because of the fucking shit show of him dying and being reincarnated. It's kind of hard to cut that player and not look like a shitbag team for it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's actually holding his own on the field.
I was going to say, isn't he?
He's actually not. He's got one interception. I've watched him make 2 solo tackles today already by himself.
Yeah.
So he's actually holding his own on the field. So I'm not super pissed. I'm not happy they still have him. I think we should try and get Micah Hyde to come back. But I also think that Micah Hyde's going to be hanging out, and if Buffalo needs him, he'll come back. But Damar Hamlin's not making me hate him any more than I already dislike him. You know what I'm saying? So for my next topic, I am so sorry that Cleveland got another disappointment yesterday. and the Yankees beat the Guardians to make the World Series in a
I'm
hell of a fucking series.
fucking Yankees.
I am so sorry to the Cleveland Guardian fans that the Yankees are going to the World Series over them. That would have been huge for the city of Cleveland right there.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Vaughn would have been cheering his ass off in the cheap seats. Pedro Serrano would have been doing his voodoo shit. I was really bummed to see Cleveland run so hard into the postseason to lose to the fucking Yankees.
Yeah, fucking Yankees, man.
Because I cannot stand the fucking Yankees.
Yes, I can't say enough about how my hatred towards the Yankees.
But I was really, I think half the nation was a Cleveland Guardians fan until last night when they lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was a heartbreaker. I really wanted to see them do really well, and they had a great season. Don't get me wrong. To go that far into the fucking into the postseason and lose to the fucking Yankees, there's no shame in that because you're talking about a team that's bought countless fucking World Series.
No, exactly. And as much as I don't want to see a New York World Series,
although a Subway Series would be pretty cool,
I would love to see the Mets beat the Dodgers. I know they're down 3-2.
I would love to see the Mets beat the Dodgers. I would love to see the Mets beat the Yankees in that Subway Series.
Yeah, I would love to see the Mets win.
I think the Subway Series, since it hasn't happened since the Yankees were the Dodgers, would be kind of cool. That would be a really neat series. But I hope that the Mets manage to pull it off and come out on top. Mostly because I don't want to see the Yankees or the Dodgers win another World Series.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean, I hate the Yankees. I've hated them my whole life. And I only hate the Dodgers because everybody talks about them as of late the last few years. So
Yeah.
I'd really rather the Mets come out and get themselves a World Series since I can't get one out of Cleveland right now. So Josh had all day to throw that fucking ball, and he still threw to his shitty. He threw to Matt Collins, who didn't catch that ball.
I gotta say, I didn't even realize they were already in the NL and AL championship games.
Yeah,
I fell out on baseball this season early. I love baseball. Don't get me wrong, but Jesus Christ, the season is so long.
Yeah,
and it's so boring.
It's like basketball, dude. Basketball's so boring.
However, hockey's back, baby. Hockey's
back.
Boy.
Yeah, basketball drives me nuts because the rules aren't the same as we learned when we were in school.
Nice.
The left-handed ball. I don't know if I can pull it.
Don't draw that back without an arrow in it. She dry fires that thing, it's going to blow apart.
She's not trying. She'll see if she can pull it back.
No, that would have been a dry fire. Like, you don't ever draw a bow back without an arrow in it. Ever. I had somebody do that to my $600 rig setup and fucking let it go, and it blew to pieces.
Oh, Jesus. I don't remember what happened to mine. But yeah, man, hockey's back. Columbus picked right back up where they left off last season. So that's good. Bottom of the barrel.
I don't know who won I don't know how's the Utah Hockey Club doing? Can you tell me?
I was just
since they got to go pick the best players from every team in the NHL.
Yeah, I was just looking for that. They're 4-1.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, they're 4-1. Dallas is 5-1. Winnipeg is 4-0. Minnesota's 3-0. The Western Conference is St. Louis is 4-2. Calgary is 4-0.
Dude, West Coast hockey is a whole different fucking animal from East Coast hockey.
Yeah, man. Seattle's 4-2. Vegas is 3-2. Yeah, man. Eastern Conference. Man, fucking Florida Panthers, man. Hockey will never be big in Florida. Really? Tell that to the Panthers and Lightning. Tell that to the Panthers and Lightning. Lightning are 3-1. Boston's 3-2. Florida's 4-2. And Jersey is 5-2. Rangers are 4-0. Washington are 3-1. Those are your top three teams in Eastern and Western. I do think, however, not that we're kind of the same boat here as far as hockey goes. The Blue Jackets and the Sabres are both dumpster fires.
Well, here's the thing about the Sabres. For the second season in a row, they have the youngest team on average per age. Again, I think our average age on our team is like 23 years old.
But we did beat you guys 6-4.
We lost 2 games in a row, 6-4.
Yeah.
But I think they just won last night, actually.
And I'm looking to see if we cross paths again. I don't think we do. No, we get to play the Utah Hockey Club.
I can't believe Buffalo's losing to the 1-4 Titans right now.
Oh, we do play you guys in February at the end of the season. So we play Buffalo twice.
Minnesota's up 10-0 over Detroit right now.
Oh yeah, let's run down before we get out of here. Let's run down.
Sam Darnold's 4 of 4 passing right now.
Wasn't he didn't he just have a perfect game not too long ago?
Miami's up 7-0 over Indy. Yes, Sam Darnold did.
Cincinnati 7-0 over Cleveland. Seattle 3-0 over Atlanta. Tennessee 3-0 over Buffalo. Green Bay 7-3 over Houston. Miami 7-0 over Indy. I should have went with Miami. Minnesota 10-0. Damn. Minnesota 10-0, and the 2 shitbag teams on the East Coast are tied at 0. The Jersey Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles.
That'll be most of that season. That'll be most of that game. I mean, tied at 0.
Yeah.
The game's going to decide by a field goal.
I will say Cleveland's defense is not looking bad, but it is Cincinnati, and that defense basically owns Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and their offense. Cleveland's defense isn't looking bad, but Cincinnati's offense isn't looking good. So it's kind of a moot point at this point.
So that's kind of exactly what I was going to say about Cincinnati's defense. Cincinnati's defense is looking dude, they can't do
good, but Cleveland's offense looks like shit. Yeah. So I mean, it's literally a battle of bad teams right there.
Yeah, they can't move the ball, man. Cleveland is just, oh, wow, we're Deshaun Watson. Oh, hey, Nick Chubb with the first down. I'll take that.
Yeah. But you're still putting the ball in Deshaun Watson's hands, and you know you're going to lose. Yeah. I hate to say it, but he's got, 2 years left with them? 2 more years solidly, unless they find a way to trade him out, and nobody's going to trade for Deshaun Watson. Literally, nobody is going to trade for Deshaun Watson, bro.
Too many. No. That's what I said. We have to find a loophole in his contract, or he has to get hit by a bus.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can always or somebody TJ Watt to fuck him up.
Trust me. You don't think I'm cheering for every defensive end we play against to fuck him up?
So I was talking with my brother-in-law. Now, my brother-in-law would be great on here because he's a fucking football encyclopedia.
Let me get his ass up here.
So my brother-in-law has muscular dystrophy. Mm-hmm. So, which for those that don't know, that's terminal. He will die from it. There's no doubt about that. He had a massive heart attack at 38 years old because of it. Mm. We were talking. What day was it? Thursday? Thursday we were talking about the Bills and what they need to look for in this year's draft. I believe we're done with Von Miller after this season, which is good for us because he's not productive for us. So we need to find. We just picked up a kicker. I don't even know who the fuck it was, but we need edge rush really bad.
Are my prayers answered?
No.
Damn it! Watson was down on the ground. He was down on the ground like
shit.
I was looking for the 2 of Twitch is what I was looking for.
That's awesome. He ought to just take himself out of the game.
He got back up. He got health back up. But
so Buffalo needs edge rush really bad, and they need another cornerback. So that should be their main focus in this year's draft. And now we're going to have to find another wideout because we only have Cooper through the end of the year.
I think if Cooper has a good year, which
I don't know, we have the money to pay him.
I'm curious. Well, I honestly don't think you have to unload, back up bank trucks to his house to pay him big. I mean, I think you guys could get him for another year or two for a decent price.
That's tough. I mean, we got him this year for less than $900,000.
Yeah. So
that was awesome. When I saw that, I was like, "Fuck! What did it cost us to get Cooper?" And then I saw it was like $846,000, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
And
I think
draft picks. Come on.
Yeah, I think if Amari and Josh form a connection that you and I are both hoping happens,
yeah,
that they'll restructure some things and move some things around and try to, yeah, you ain't wrong, Chris. He said, "Break that ass headset." Like
I saw that.
I think. And I think it might take a game or two. I didn't expect Amari to come out and
I didn't expect him to play this weekend
against the Titans. The game's still early. I mean, it very well could just. I don't know what that play was, but we're second and 20, and he doesn't even throw it past the line.
No fucking way! Buffalo just got hit with a targeting call. I got to see how this works out because I don't think it was targeting, but it took Tony Pollard to the ground. He was still on there. Nope.
Yeah, Murray hasn't even been targeted yet today.
Taron Johnson, and it was unnecessary roughness, not targeting.
Oof.
Yeah, because it looks like Tony Pollard is down. I gotta see this. Let's see. Tony Pollard was fully extended. He was on he could have got targeting. Taron Johnson could have definitely got a targeting call right there. That was straight head-to-head contact. He could have absolutely. And I like it would have been a legit call. Pollard's back up and walking, but he's wobbly. He's concussed. He'll be out for the game.
Oh, he got an boo-boo on his head. There, Cleveland's just going to go backwards.
Maybe we should send Taron Johnson over to Cincinnati to take Deshaun Watson out.
Hey, you know what? Remember when the Saints got popped for having bounties?
Yeah. Bro, the fans of Cleveland should pay for the bounties. That way the team and the coaches can't get in trouble. And Tennessee is at the 2-yard line.
Can the untouchable Roger Goodell put a bounty out on Deshaun Watson?
I think the fans of Cleveland should pool their money together and put a bounty out on Deshaun Watson to any team that can do it.
Any team that can just absolutely. Somebody come in and Bobby Boucher him, pick him up and powerbomb.
right. Powerbomb his ass. Go to Buffalo and let him go out to the tailgate party and get thrown through a couple of tables. Get hit in the head with the bowling ball they do shots from. go let him get hit in the head with a bowling ball Buffalo does shots from.
Yeah, I'll take anything at this point. Jesus Christ.
It's fucking
this is just painful to watch every Sunday. I'll be honest with you.
I fucking believe it too. I lost my stream again.
Chris said I'd volunteer to do it. Shit, at this point.
Lost my fucking stream again.
I've been wearing orange every Sunday for the last 40 years. I guess I could look good in the prison orange as well.
Glick looking for that prison colors. That's
awesome. The entire city of Cleveland would pay my bail and pay for my lawyers.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
We got you, bro. Don't worry.
You are not even close to wrong. They'd be like, "Thank you so much." Nick Westbrook scored for the Titans.
I bet Jimmy Haslam would take care of everything. He's like, "Hey, thank you for taking care of this major fuck up that I created here. Don't worry, you're fine."
But I don't know that he created it. I think fucking they did it on their own accord, man.
The problem, the biggest problem that I have is they are 10 toes down, man. Like they're not
standing on business with Watson. And
they will not budge, and it's like. It's not working.
Yeah.
Never in my life would I ever thought that I would be saying I want Jameson Winston to be my starting quarterback in Cleveland.
Bro, like The definition of insanity: repeating the same thing, expecting a different outcome. You continue to play Deshaun Watson.
Name.
Yes, it is.
Jameis, not Jameson.
Jameis. Nobody cares. He's eating W's and he's a lunatic.
Yeah, it's doing better than Deshaun Watson.
Watson.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Bro, I never fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what to say about Cleveland because I want to be a Browns fan for your sake because you fucking accepted me as one. But
yeah,
they make it fucking hard, bro.
it's so much easier to be an honorary member of the Bills Mafia.
At least we have a decent quarterback and we're halfway okay good.
Yeah.
Like,
except for the fact that I put my curse on them again this week and they're going to lose to the goddamn
and
Titans.
they're losing 10-0 right now, you fuck.
Can I change my pick?
I'm going to ban you from being able to fucking pick Buffalo anymore.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to be going against me, I would much rather you did that than fucking fucked us out of wins left and right.
Is it too late to change my pick and lone wolf the Titans?
I swear to God. I swear it, man. If I can't get this stream back, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to have to resort to red zone or COD.
That's what were you in? What did
that's what it was. You played COD Thursday night because you and Cash didn't do a show, right?
I was on there for was I? No.
I think it was Thursday night because I was bummed because you were playing and I was stuck at my kid's belt ceremony for karate.
Oh, I think I did get on there just for a few. I wasn't on there very long, and then Friday I was on there for a little bit. Yeah, Cash wasn't here Thursday, so we didn't do the show. And I think Nikki had to run to the store or something, or she was making dinner or something. I don't know. I was just on there long enough to do my dailies in zombie and multiplayer. And then I got off, and then I was on there yesterday or Friday for a little bit. And then yesterday I was
on Friday most of the day because I didn't work because I went to the ER Friday morning. So
shit,
that sucked. Sit there for 4 or 5 hours for them to tell me what I already knew.
Yeah, then I thought I was going to get on there a little bit yesterday, but we just had too much. I had too much to do. We went. And
you were fucking busy yesterday.
Yeah, Cash and I needed haircuts, something bad, and then I needed to get an oil change and was running around, and then I came home long enough to sit down and eat, and then get ready and
to get up to the thing last night.
Yeah, so
which I was going to pop in on, and then I didn't get a chance to, and I got hit with the worst fucking sinus headache of my life yesterday. So add that to the fact that my ribs and lung are fucked up.
Oh,
and last night was just fucking miserable. So I was like, whatever, man. I'm over living at this current moment in pain. When I cough, I sound like a pussy bitch, like because anything more than that fucking almost cripples me. I sneezed Friday afternoon and landed on the floor because it was untimely and I didn't have a chance to prepare for it. Then it dropped me right to the fucking ground. And if you've never injured your ribs, every time I move, it's like somebody punched me right there with the littlest fist imaginable and just hit one fucking bone.
Oh, yeah. Nope. I've had broken ribs before. Trust me, dude. It does not feel good.
And the worst part is they're not broke.
Mm-hmm. The worst part, I've had broken, fractured, and the worst part is like you can't even breathe without it fucking.
I can breathe okay. It's the coughs and the sneezes. But the doctor said the reason I was in so much pain on Friday, the dog jerked my arm after a cat first thing in the morning. And the doctor said what I think happened was I think when you fell, you slipped a rib. And when the dog yanked your arm, it slipped it back in. And that's why it hurt so fucking bad.
Jesus.
But he did say that I do have a bruise on my lung, which is impressive.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you do that?
Without breaking a bone.
Yeah, man. That's a skill in itself.
It's been a little bit painful, my guy. A little bit painful.
Again, as somebody who's broken ribs before and had fractured ribs before, I totally get it. I understand. And I will not call you a pussy for saying that you're in pain because I know how bad that hurts. I've broken a lot of bones in my life. And
Yeah,
the ribs are by far the worst.
It blows fucking dick, dude. No joke.
Yeah, ribs are the worst, man. They fucking
it's more than it just fucking steady, dull, annoying fucking ache. Like that's the worst part. When I'm just sitting here like I am right now on a 1 to 10, it's like a 1.5 to a 2. Just there.
Yeah.
And it reminds me every time my muscles tense or jump for whatever reason, it reminds me that it's there. So all the times that I talk shit about pro sports players missing time for a bruised rib or something, I'm going to eat that shit sandwich and be like, nope, I get it. I get it. 100%. I get it. I lost my streams and I have to resort to red zone. It sucks.
Yeah.
So, but all right, man. What do you say we wrap this one up? We've been going for an hour and a half or so.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Hey, Bill scored a touchdown. James Cook. That's some fantasy points for me.
Nice.
I literally turned it off on the stream and went to red zone just as the Bills scored a touchdown.
Nice.
The question was, how far did he go to score it? Let's see. Oh, it wasn't very far. It was from the 15-yard line. So
nice. No, we appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I don't think Jeff is up today with another Jeff's Garage, but check out the rest of the network. Check out the rest of the shows. Tune in tomorrow night for another episode of Men Caring for Men, the men's mental health podcast. Tuesdays is Glick's House of Music. I'll have Adam Jones coming up Tuesday night. We'll be hanging out, getting to know him and chatting with him a little bit. Wednesday, What the Fuck News. This week, we will be back with Cash's Corner, old WWE wrestling talk. We'll talk some wrestling. Friday, Jeff and Blaze and Jay, Nonsense and Chill. They will be back with Terrifier 2 this Friday. Also Friday, I don't know what we're calling it or what, but Bill and I will be up Friday evening, early evening before Jeff and Blaze. We're going to be doing our a little paranormal show. We're going to talk some ghosts, some local legends, some haunts. Maybe have some people come up and they want to share stories or personal experiences. But it's going to be like a paranormal ghost type show for the Halloween season. And then Jeff and Blaze will be up after us for Terrifier 2. And then Saturday we'll be back for nonsense, doing what we do, hanging out, having a good time. And Sunday, we'll be right back doing this for week 8 and talking a little college football as well. So check us out. We're everywhere. bio.link/nonsensical network. Have a great week. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully your teams win. Hopefully you're not in my boat. You're not in my boat or Cam's boat or Derek's boat where your teams are dumpster fires.
For the first time ever, being a Bills fan is not the worst thing in the world. I'm kind of proud.
I was gonna say, you're on the winning side of things as far as our panel goes.
Taking us 30 fucking years.
And coming up, I almost forgot because that's something else I got to do this week is put my old thinking cap on. Coming up here, what a week, 2 weeks, Chris. My boy Wally will be joining us. He'll be doing a Monday show right before Men Caring for Men. All things encompassing motorsports.
I can get down with that because especially if he's going to talk some dirt track racing, boy.
Yeah, I was going to say that might be one you'd be interested in. And he's going to do reptiles because he's a reptile guy. He's the weird guy that shows up with a giant dragon on his shoulder for no reason.
Oh, boy.
So motorsports and reptiles. I got to get my old thinking cap on this week, and we gotta come up with a name for that show and maybe a logo and all that jazz. But he'll be joining the network here in a week or two. 1 week, not this Monday, next Monday. Oh man, I got a week.
I could definitely get down with talking some dirt track racing and shit like that. Outside of dirt tracking right now, I don't follow much motorsports. Like I can't stand watching NASCAR anymore. It's gotten touchdown Dontavion Wicks.
Yeah, I kind of fell out. I don't have time to watch a lot of the sports that I used to. So I just keep it to football and a little
And even
hockey.
that's a struggle for you sometimes there, my guy.
It's becoming more and more of a struggle. Yeah, dude. Jeff wants to get involved on that one as well. Absolutely.
What, get involved with the motorsports thing?
Yeah.
They don't
Jeff's
have
a
any
big car.
race cars in Mexico.
I don't know.
Everything's a donkey down there hauling shit.
Hey, look, when it comes to cars and racing, it's all foreign to me. I don't know anything about anything. I know the cars go fast and they go round and round the track.
Not always. Not always. They don't always go round and round, man.
Sometimes they do a little zigzag, depending
Rally
upon the
racing's
race.
point A to point B, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, depending upon the race.
Pretty cool, too.
I gotta get Chris admin rights on here and teach him how to use StreamYard. Let's try to get together one day this week, Chris, before I do a show. And all that. I need to get your email. Send me that. But no, we appreciate y'all listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Enjoy your football. We will be back next Sunday for week 8. Until then, go Browns.
Go Bills.
Titans, go Panthers.
Circle the wagons, boys. Circle the wagons.
Yeah. Them dogs is barking.
Yeah, they're barking. They need a new quarterback. They're pissed off because there's nobody to feed them.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You are not wrong at all.
Well, I will cross my fingers and hope for the best for your Brownies today, but
well, hopefully my curse is lifted on your Bills.
Boy, we got our touchdown, so here's to hoping, right?
There you go.
You guys don't even get talked about in passing and rushing leaders or receiving leaders or anything.
No, we're the worst in the league.
Like Keon Coleman's got 44 yards today for Buffalo. That's probably the pass that put him in the area to score.
Yeah, Cleveland's worst in the league on everything.
Golly, man.
Yeah,
team that was had so much promise the last 2 seasons to fucking just roll over and die because of one fucking player. One player. It's amazing how one guy can make such a dramatic difference. Well, I guess it kind of.
Well, when that
one guy is the head of the team. Yeah, he's the leader. That's supposed to be the leader of the team. Seattle just picked off Houston. Or Gino just made a killer pass. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
35 yards. So it was Gino making it complete. But, well, I'm going to go medicate for my rib and another starting of a sinus headache because the weather here can't decide what the fuck it wants to do.
Awesome. Well, you have fun with that. I'm going to sit here and curse at the TV for the rest of the day.
And then hopefully the games do all right and I don't have to put COD on.
You're right. Yeah.
I'll let you know if I put Call of Duty on. If your games suck as bad as my games do, we'll just flip over and kill people.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, if I get a chance, I think we're going to try to watch some horror movies today. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Watch the first Smile movie. Oh, wow. Touchdown Philly.
I haven't seen it.
Well, the second one, A.J. Brown just got a bomb pass from fucking Hurts. Well, the second one just came out. I don't know anything about the first one. I didn't even know there was a first one. But then it's also the same thing with what's that movie where they got to be super quiet?
Don't Quiet Place or something like that.
I didn't know there was a first one of those till my daughter had me watch it. Another uniquely different movie. Well, not so much different as most of the other movies are very similar, where monsters come from somewhere and try to kill you. But either way,
I just want to thank the commentators in this game. They were talking about how Jamar Chase has started out slow and he's only gotten 1 reception for 11 yards on 2 targets, and now the last 2 pass plays have been for first downs to Jamar Chase. Great for me in fantasy.
I'm surprised that Deshaun's been able to complete the passes, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, it's Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, good for me in fantasy, but
yeah,
that's all right. The defense just fucking stole Joe Burrow's lunch money.
Right now, I am looking. Oh, Wyatt was watching us. Right now, I'm looking all right on my picks for the day. Nice. Kyle Pitts fucked me. He's got 4 already. I didn't expect that to happen.
I just got confirmation for Thursday night game. Derek said Vikings for sure.
There you go.
So
I need Joe Mixon to step it up and put up some more yards. I need him to go 34 more yards.
and the defense just took his lunch money again. That is back-to-back sacks on Joe Burrow.
Jahmyr Gibbs got me good. He's good, and I need Geno Smith to pass for another 150 yards.
What for the coach?
That's not the coach. The coach is different.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know either.
It was like an old guy.
Oh, I don't know. He's probably one of the coaches. Oh, hey, Cleveland's not starting in their own end zone for the first time.
I'm going back outside.
Okay,
all right, buddy. Let's wrap this up.
All right, guys. See y'all next Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your football. We are definitely out of here this time because I'm